That's our oil filter. Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I am your host, Eben, your oil and lube specialist. Today, we're talking about filters. We're back with our good man, Rick. After
3,000 miles.
This is an older car. It's got some miles on it, but this is how you get your vehicle to run better than brand new. I say that a lot on the channel. A lot of people, they don't understand it, and it's like, it's a bold statement, but we're going to show all the details. So this is the final finishing. New to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is going to get you ahead, way ahead on getting your vehicles to run better than brand new. This has been cleaning in there, so we're going to change this filter, which filters at 99% efficiency.
99, yep.
And so Rick is going to crack her loose, and it's this little teeny metal filter.
Yep, and right under here.
Yep, and that's
right
what
there.
filters the oil.
So we're going to go ahead and crank it open.
Yep, and just get it by hand. He's got it loose. And take it off all the way and just set it on that towel. Yep, perfect.
That's good.
Yep, and there she is. So that's our oil filter. In this filter, you're gonna take what's left of this. So what we did was we got Rick a couple extra quarts of the liquid gold on the channel. This is what we call the liquid gold. You'll see my profile picture of that cowboy guy pouring in the oil. Well, this is the very oil that changed my life, that got me to become an AMSOIL dealer, the Signature Series. So this is 100% synthetic. There's no mineral oil in this, so it's not going to burn and thicken like the other oil.
Truck's been working amazing too, by the way, since I've been driving it.
Awesome.
Really, really good.
And we're going to have to go drive it right now and see how much different that motor sounds. And at the end of this, I'm going to put the link back to this original video when we clean this motor up. And so he's going to prime this with that open bottle. Why we're changing it at only 3,000, you can get the O-ring, is because this has detergents in it that are proprietary. And that's going to be cleaning all the carbon buildup inside his motor, which we're going to show you the oil pan. But we put a bottle of flush in, and that helped get some of it out. We put the PI cleaner in, which we're going to put in a second. That got some of it out. But over time, it takes a little bit more time to get a little more out. So now he's all primed up. He's ready to go ahead and thread her on. And as we say in the channel, the wetter the better. When you keep those vehicles wet, lubed, and protected, your vehicles will always be happy. And Rick's grinning. He's like, I know, it's true, it's true.
I love it.
Yep, so we just thread that on, and you only go hand tight. It's about 1.5 turns. Real easy to do, especially on an SUV. You don't even have to jack it up to change the oil.
Tighten it by hand?
That's it.
Hand tight?
You're good, just hand tight. That's it. You're done.
Okay. 165.
165, all right, so almost 170. Now this motor, even though this looks like an older car, some people might say, well, I would never drive an older car like this, This car, I tell you what, this motor, we're gonna be driving this thing around the block here in a second, you're gonna see from Rick his honest feedback. So we'll just throw this in. This is gonna clean the valves and injectors. And this is what we call like step number one.
Step one.
Of the process of cleaning up. You push in the middle, just push straight in the middle hard, and now you'll get the lip on it. Stop, and now you can peel it easy. It makes it come right up. Got it?
Smart.
Yep, and then that's the gasless gas cap compatible tip. You just shove it in, and that goes in every 4,000 miles. Anyone can do it, and that can improve your fuel mileage by up to 10% on an older car that's got all kinds of carbonized plugs, carbonized fuel injectors, and carbon on the tops of your pistons. That cleans inside the combustion chamber. So if you have all this pinging and knocking, pre-ignition, all this kind of rough idle, this can really smooth it out. You can get that right there on syntheticoilprotection.net. And I'll be having a website soon. You'll be able to subscribe and get every step to getting your vehicle running better than brand new. But now that everything's in, we're going to check our oil level, and we're going to make sure he didn't burn too much oil. Obviously, if you're going to go the 15,000 miles on this oil, you obviously check your oil level at least once a month. Make sure you're not burning oil and you're at the proper level. So we'll take one of those towels and we'll yank out a dipstick and we'll wipe her down. And then after she's nice and clean, we're going to get our reading.
All right.
So Rick's going to plunge her on in. We'll see what we got. Just hold her down low, a little level, and we'll see our level is right here. So we want it to be smack dab in the middle, rotate it around to the back, and it's smack dab in the middle. We're bulletproof. Oh, Rick, did you add any oil over the 3,000?
I have not added anything since the 3,000 miles.
All right. So his motor is not damaged inside. If there was something wrong with that motor and someone starved it and damaged the rings, it would still be burning oil really bad. So we're lucky. No one previous to owning this car, which Rick, you got it at how many miles?
Around 160, 175.
Yeah.
Double checking it just to see
Yeah,
it.
it's right in the middle. Smack dab in the middle is where you want it. Now that filter's not full of oil with the cartridge, so we can actually add about 4 to 6 ounces. So we'll just add our 4 ounces back that came out of the pan. Let's just show them what came out, just so they know. When the car's not on, you're not gonna lose all your oil because the oil pump isn't running, so it's sealed. So he lost like 4 to 6 ounces. So what we'll do is we'll just
almost the amount of this, what's in here.
Yeah, we'll just add the 4 to 6 ounces back. So you can just dump that in if you want. What Rick's doing is he's adding back a little bit of liquid gold that came out in the pan. He's just putting that 4 to 6 ounces back in. And that way she's good for the 12,000 miles of all city driving that he does here in sunny Las Vegas with the super high heat. So he's gonna go 1 year or 15,000 miles, whichever comes first on this oil change. But we changed the filter early just to get this extra carbon buildup out that ended up in the filter, because the detergents in this oil are actually melting and basically breaking down that old carbon deposits that are inside that motor. Rick's gonna recycle this filter. He's just dumping a little bit of oil that's in the filter out. He's gonna throw that back in there, throw it in the recycling. Then the oil here is gonna go back into the empty quart bottle that's in the pan. And then all he does is take that to any auto parts store and they recycle the oil. They take a couple towels and just wipe out the oil pan. And you can use Simple Green if you want. Simple Green is a great degreaser, pet friendly, biodegradable, and it'll clean up that oil pan in 30 seconds flat. You can clean it right up. Rick wanted to mention his new hood here.
New spray painted, one of a kind, beautiful piece right here. I refinished it all. I used actually car paint this time, so this is gonna stay on there just the way it is.
I love it.
It's an amazing piece too.
I love it.
I'm gonna refinish the sides and everything as well. I'm gonna redo the whole truck.
About keeping what you got. You know, so many people, they go, oh, I'm gonna get a new car. I'm gonna get a new this, a new that. You know, it's about using what you already got. Oh. All right.
Sorry, but
yeah, it's okay.
A little bit of room here.
Yeah, it's good. 173 on her.
170, definitely a lot quieter. I can definitely feel the quietness of the engine itself, as well as just how smooth it's running.
Wow.
And how the RPMs are fluctuating just right as well, I notice.
Awesome.
Take it around the block real quick. Go around the block right here. Oh wow, yeah. Definitely moves a lot nicer too.
Wow.
I feel that.
So you can feel a difference just by changing the filter.
As soon as I just took off a little bit, it was just it's a very smooth feeling. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
And now it had that
That's
little
nice.
ticking noise. It'll be neat to see.
You know what? I
back.
almost heard like I didn't. I feel like I didn't hear it, but when we stop, we can definitely see.
Yeah, we got to see when we stop how much it cleaned up.
Yeah.
And so the ticking and stuff, a lot in the motors, a lot of that's just sticky, burnt, like tar-like oil. And so if that's stuck on the lifters, they're not going the full range of motion because it's bottoming out on the carbon. So until you peel that off and then put the 100% synthetic film, oh my God, that thing is so smooth.
Right. It's
holy crap.
Yeah. So
thing's gliding.
Yeah, it's gliding, dude. Definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
God. And yeah, so that's that's the meat and potatoes of it. We'll get back and we'll let you hear what she sounds like when she's idling.
Quiet. It's quiet. Dude, there's no ticking.
I'm not getting any.
No. That ticking that was like before?
That was serious ticking.
That was a ticking, serious, yeah. Wow. No. You just hear that. You just hear that and yeah. Wow.
That's amazing. Let's see what it sounds like outside too.
It was a heavy one.
You
noticed it too.
I don't know. I just didn't know if there was something wrong with it.
It's very subtle.
Not much.
It's very little, very, very little.
Yeah. Not much. I would say it's down, what, 85%?
85, yeah,
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
It's down
yeah,
85. Yeah.
Definitely nice.
Yeah. So that's our follow-up video on this beautiful vehicle. We set out to get this thing running better than brand new. Now, the motor is definitely running significantly better. Transmission fluid could be done. You know, there's other lubricants we can do on this vehicle.
Everything worked out perfect. Eben's a really great guy, knows what he's doing. It's amazing. I love it. Thank you so much.
Sweet. All right, check out this video right here. This is the very first video we did when we cleaned up all this stuff inside his motor. That's the whole process. Check that one out, and we'll see you back next time right here on Synthetic Oil Protection. Cheers to keeping your vehicles wet, lubed, and protected. And remember, the wetter, the better.